Hey everyone, I'm Jacob Hartman and welcome to the Dirt Jumps. Today we're going to talk about basic dirt jump skills. We're going to look at some of the jumps, we're going to look at some of the curvatures off the jumps and how to tackle them, and then we're going to go through the technique that we're going to work on for actually hopping the jump and jumping it rather than being thrown in the air by the jump without control, because what we want is to be in the air, feel comfortable, and to kind of delegate what's going on rather than having the jump just kind of throw us out there and then all we have to do is land. So we're going to break it down into a couple steps, and we're going to look at some of the steeper jumps which might look intimidating, but in reality they are very straightforward once you kind of go through it and break it down. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it. What I mean by steeper jumps is the exit angle of the jump. So a lot of the time in the bike park and other places you see a jump that's just kind of like flatter, whilst if you look at this one at the top, it's pretty steep, which means we're going to go higher up. Looks more intimidating, but is in reality a lot more fun. So step one, we're going to be approaching the jump and going from the position that we landed in or that we're riding in to a ready position. So we're going to drop our knees, kind of bend them a little bit, bend our elbows down a little bit, and just kind of stay strong and slightly tucked down. Entering the second part of the jump where the curvature kind of starts, you want to stay nice and strong, keeping your knees bent and your elbows bent a little bit. And the important thing is to allow your body, so your hips and your back, to kind of follow the curvature of the jump rather than staying vertical to the ground. Third and final part of the jump is the takeoff, where we're gonna unload the weight that we've kind of preloaded through the compression. So we're gonna be standing up, giving it a bit of a pop, following through, pulling up with your arms, and then following with your knees to get a nice and consistent arc, just kind of floating up through the air. And at that point we are in control of the jump because we've kind of dictated the pop and the takeoff rather than the jump itself just throwing us up into the air. And then this is going to be your fifth and final part, which is the landing. We're not going to talk much about the landing because if you've done the first couple steps properly, the jumps are generally built to take you into the landing naturally, following the curvature that you have, that you got from jumping the jump. So the one thing you're going to do here is you'll be looking at the landing, where you want to land, and then coming into it in a slightly more extended body position. And then as you're landing, you'll be using your knees and elbows to kind of take in that compression. So kind of squatting down and smoothing that landing. And then if you are going into a jump after it that kind of follows the same curvature, you'll be going down into the compression and then essentially just redoing all the steps that we just did for the takeoff into the next takeoff again. So again, compressing in, pumping, and then following through and doing a pop into the next landing. And it's just gonna feel like you're just a little grasshopper or a little Bambi just hopping in and out of the woods, and it's gonna feel great. All right, let's roll in through the line. Okay, so that about wraps up the tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed it and got some good stuff out of it. We just kind of broke down the jumps into 4 or 5 different little steps. And yeah, if you want to learn more or if you want to see something specific, just put a comment down below and let me know what maybe trick or whatever you want to work on. Or if you want, I will also add a link to a book yourself page where if you are in the Sea to Sky area, I'm also doing some private coaching. So yeah, sign up over there and keep me posted if you want to see more, and we'll hopefully see you in the next video.